Good morning. Welcome to another One Mind meditation. Welcome to the start of a new week. It's Monday morning, and we have a new teacher for this week. This week, our teacher that leads us into every day's meditation is Jaiya John. And it's so worthwhile doing a search for Jaiya John. He's written multiple books. He really is quite a poet. And just all of it really beautiful teachings. So search around, see who Jaiya John is, and spend a bit of time on his work this week. Danae, good morning. Stefan, good morning. Happy Monday. Welcome to the start of a new week. We start this week with a question. The question is, what am I watering? What am I watering? In the same sense as we all know the saying that says, where attention goes, energy flows. Wherever I pay my attention, that is what I'm pouring energy into. And whatever I'm pouring energy into will naturally expand. And that is the question this week as well. What am I watering? Where am I directing my watering can? Anna Marie, good morning. Happy Monday. Sunmary, good morning. Happy Monday. Sarah, Anthony, good morning and good evening. Awesome having you here. Right, let's get right into it. The message for this week is in water from Jaiya John, and it comes from the pen of Jaiya John, as I've just said. Be deliberate about where you pour your water this week. Jaiya John says water will show you what freedom is. Try to destroy it and it changes form, but retains its essence. Swallow it and you become it. Bottle it and it retains its grace. Pollute it and it remains open to be cleansed. Feed it to living things and they grow more alive. Your soul too can be water for the world. I think that's just beautiful. Jaiya John says, pay close attention to what you choose to water. It will grow. Water has such a strong symbology for humans. It seems that we really grasp analogies of water. Make it an intention for this week to be aware of what it is that you water. Ask yourself these few questions and see if perhaps you need to redirect your flow. What am I choosing to water? This could be anything from specific relationships and goals to your overall outlook and habits. Am I pouring my water in places where I do actually want to see growth? Is there an imbalance in how I'm distributing my resources? Am I spreading myself too thinly? Am I diluting my resources so that I don't have enough water left for those places where I do want to see growth? Am I wasting my water on barren ground that just won't give any return? Remember, sometimes letting go is essential for growth. If you don't become deliberate about where you direct your attention, then your water is like a leaking garden tap, which probably only cultivates the weeds growing right in your space. However, here's another thought from Jaiya John, which almost sounds like the opposite. He says, no one says to a waterfall, maybe you shouldn't pour out so much water. Pour out your love, says Jaiya John. Once you have decided where to direct your energy, don't let anyone tell you that you're being too much. Don't let anyone dim your light or stifle your passion. Embrace your authenticity and let your love flow freely. That is how we step into this week. Good morning, Linda. It's good to see you. Happy Monday. If you're ready, you can close your eyes and let's float away. Starting with the first few big breaths. Let's take a deep breath in and out. Take a deep breath in and out. A deep inhale. And let it go. Deep breath in. And out. One more big breath in. And let it all flow away. You can continue the same breathing pattern on your own time. Every slow inhale through your nose gets drawn all the way deep down into your belly. And as you fill up your belly with air, also raise yourself up. As you breathe in, stretch out your spine. Lift the top of your head toward the ceiling. And once you've reached your full height, let all of it go. As you exhale, soften. As you breathe out, soften your spine, slump down your shoulders, and drop your head. While you continue your own full body breathing, rising with every inhale and falling with every exhale. I'm going to bring your attention to what exactly it is you're doing right now. You are taking this body by the hand, sitting it down, and teaching it. You're taking the time to teach your body by repetition, saying, "This is how I want us to do this." Every time you pay attention to your breath, breathe deep into your belly, not just breathing with your chest, but deliberately into your belly. You're engaging your diaphragm, the muscle that actually does most of your breathing for you. You can think of this muscle as the floor of your rib cage. And when you breathe slow, deep, and deliberately through your diaphragm, then you cause a change in your nervous system. If perhaps you were quite anxious or stressed, and your fight and flight nervous system was completely switched on, then this kind of breathing into your belly, using your diaphragm, slow, deliberate, this kind of breathing helps you downregulate your fight or flight nervous system and helps you switch on your calm nervous system. Every time you do this, and you should do this multiple times during every day, just take a few deep, slow breaths. Every time you do this, you give your brain more options. Because when you are in fight or flight, your body literally sends more blood flow to your arms and legs so that you can, surprise, surprise, run or fight. But even your brain sends more blood flow to the areas of your brain involved with running and fighting. So while you are stressed and anxious, how many thoughts can you think about creative problem solving, having empathy, trying to see more than just the danger right in front of you? When you stop, take deep breaths, guide your body to the calm nervous system, then also the blood flow in your body changes. Now it's not just great blood flow to your arms and legs, but also to your very important organs. And in your brain, more blood flow to the calmer areas of your brain, the executive function of your brain, space to think and see more than just the fear in front of me right now. We have the last few breaths of this phase to do together, helping our bodies stretch and adjust and settle down into as much comfort as possible for the rest of our journey. Let's take a deep breath in. As you release, drop your head all the way forward and roll out your neck muscles, going forward and to the left, and also forward and to the right. Take a deep breath in. As you release, roll your shoulders forward in big, slow circles. Take a deep breath in. As you release, roll your shoulders backwards in big circles, nice and slow. Take a deep breath in. As you release, focus on your spine. You can lean your upper body over to the left and also lean your upper body over to the right. One more big breath in. And as you release, you can stretch or move or adjust any part of your body that still needs a bit of help settling down. Having softened our bodies into a state of presence, we can now turn our attention inwards and dive deep inside for the next part of our journey. If you don't have the time to sit for the whole meditation with us, then this is a really good place to stop. But if you are here for the whole journey, then With every next inhale, we'll hold our breath for a few short moments, followed by a really long, really slow exhale. Let's take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, make it a really long, really slow exhale. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, feel into your body and feel how softness slips in and settles in every part of your body. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, follow the downwards flow through your body. Feel your shoulders slowly falling. Feel your body slowly softening. And feel how you are slowly slipping deeper into you. One more big breath in. And hold. And as you release, feel yourself melting. Feel your whole body dissolving. Feel how you are slipping into a deeper level of surrender with every slow exhale. You can continue the same breathing pattern on your own time. Every slow inhale through your nose is an invitation. It invites you to turn inwards and follow this journey. As you breathe in, feel the air flow in through your nostrils. Feel the air touch the back of your throat. Stay with your breath as it flows in through your lungs. And as you fill up the balloon inside your belly, feel yourself slip all the way in. Hold your breath, but hold it only for as long as it feels really comfortable, followed by a really long, really slow exhale. With your next big breath, as you dive deep into you, see yourself standing at the start of a new week. Your toes sticking right over the edge, and you are ready to jump in. Take your next big breath. Standing at the start of a new week, we're looking into the week ahead and creating some clarity around our week, setting clear intentions. We'll start by reminding ourselves of what is known about the week ahead, what is already in the calendar. As you take your next big breath and dive deep into you, refresh your mind and create some clarity in your mind. Walk yourself through Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and see the things that you need to get done this week, the places you need to go, the people you need to see. What does every day of this week hold? Take your next big breath. What are you creating this week? Do you have some clear ideas around what you are creating this week? And I want to clarify that word, create. We often think about create as something an artist does, stepping away from a painting, look at what I've created, or a photograph against a wall. I created this. But we're all creating all the time. Perhaps you've got a really serious job and you can clearly see what you're creating. Sometimes it's not so easy to see in other areas of our lives, because we play a role in creating in every relationship we have. How we show up to our relationships create the environment that that relationship lives in. What are you creating this week? Take your next big breath. Take a moment to transport yourself forward to the end of the week. What might your checklist look like when you get to the weekend and look back? What are the things you want to be able to check off of your list? I got this done, I got that done. Or perhaps slightly differently, I paid attention to this thing and to that thing. I got started on this one or that one. What does your checklist look like when you get to the end of the week? Take your next big breath. And then the key message for this week is be deliberate about what you water. What does it bring to mind? Be deliberate about what you water. What is the image that creates in your mind? Take your next big breath. We'll take the next few minutes to reflect on this idea. And if you've meditated with us for any period of time, you'll know how this works. We'll ask questions. We'll ask a few questions inwardly and trust that we have the wisdom to answer these questions. I do want to ask you, as you ask your question to yourself, try not think of an answer. Try and deliberately keep your brain away from searching for the answer. Just ask the question and let it go and soften. And see if from a deeper place, a place of knowing, an answer rises. Don't be too serious about the exercise. Be a little bit lighthearted and have fun. With your next big breath, as you dive deep into you, ask yourself this question: what am I choosing to water? What am I choosing to spend my energy on? What am I choosing to water? Take your next big breath. And then as you take your next big breath and dive deep into you, the next question, turn inwards and ask this to yourself, of yourself, and trust that you have the wisdom for an answer to appear. As you take your next big breath and dive deep inside, the question is, am I pouring my water in places where I do want to see growth? Am I pouring my water in places where I do actually want to see growth? Take your next big breath. With your next big breath as you dive deep into you, the next question is, am I spreading myself too thinly? Am I trying to water way too many things? Take your next big breath. And then the last question, ask it of yourself. And as soon as you ask the question, let it go. And see if a deeper answer comes. As you take your next big breath and dive deep into you, am I wasting my water on barren ground that just won't yield any return? Am I wasting my water on barren ground? Take your next big breath. We'll take the last few big breaths of this phase together, slipping out of the breath holding space and into the next. Let's take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, make it a really long, really slow exhale. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, feel how softness slips in and settles in every cell of your body. One more big breath in and hold. And as you release, feel yourself slip all the way through. There is no more attention on your breathing. You can sit all the way back, or even lie all the way back down and feel yourself just floating. I'll read to you again these thoughts from Jaiya John. I find his work so beautiful. I'm really excited for his work this week. He says, water will show you what freedom is. Try to destroy it and it changes form but retains its essence. Swallow it and you become it. Bottle it and it retains its grace. Pollute it and it remains open to be cleansed. Feed it to living things and they grow more alive. Your soul too can be water for the world. He says, pay close attention to what you choose to water because it will grow. Those all sound like cautions. Be careful what you do with your water. Don't waste it. Careful where you pour it, because wherever you pour it, it will cause growth. But the last thought sounds less cautious. The last thought says, when you figured this out, when you realize who you are, when you understand what your intention is, when you decide where to direct your water, then be a waterfall. Because no one says to a waterfall, maybe you shouldn't pour out so much water. He says, pour out your love. Don't be afraid. When you've decided where to direct your water, then be a waterfall. We have the last 5 breaths of gratitude to do together. With every exhale, I'll say my thank you, and I invite you to say yours. Let's take a deep breath in. Thank you for the privilege of being able to stand at the start of a new week. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for this moment of being able to take the time to create clarity on my week ahead. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for the reminder, really important reminder that whatever I water will grow. And of course, in a positive way, where I put my attention, those things will expand. But it's really possible that my attention could be grabbed by things that I really don't want to water. And I need to be conscious of this. I need to know when my attention lingers on things that are simply not worth my water. One more big breath in. Thank you, beautiful people. Thank you for jumping into the week along with us. The central thought for today's meditation, as you've heard multiple times now, is what am I watering? Where am I directing my water? Perhaps grab a pen, piece of paper sometime today. Write down that question. And spend a bit of time thinking about that. The questions I asked in the meditation will be in the email this morning. So if when we go back to those questions, you'll find them in the email just now. Thank you, Sunmari. Hi, Karen. So good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thank you, Anthony. Thank you, Stefan. Thank you, Danae. And whoever else is still in the background, I don't remember. Sarah, Anna Marie. Have a beautiful week. Spread your water wisely. See you soon. Ciao, ciao.